To begin this body scan, find a comfortable seat or place to lie down. Then allow your body to sink comfortably into the support beneath you. You may close your eyes, create a gentle gaze following along with the diagram at any time. Soften into the atmosphere around you. Feel and breathe deeply into the support beneath as it rises up to cradle and hold your body. Let your body fully surrender to the restful weight of gravity. Notice the points of contact between your body and the supportive surfaces your body is resting on. Heels of the feet, back of the legs, hips, lower back, upper back and shoulders, back of the head. Follow your breath into the body, giving it light and color. Open the pores of the skin, allowing the inhale and the exhale to pass softly through the surface of the skin. As you inhale, sense the abdomen lengthening parallel to the spine, and during the exhale, noticing the navel descending towards the spine. Feel the periphery of the body dissolving into the spaces holding your body, the ground, and the air. Feel the edges of your body acting as a shoreline, holding and containing your fluid inner being. Open to your ocean of emotions. Feel into areas of turbulence. Take note of the undercurrents and the shifts moving through these areas. Breathe a swirling motion into any stagnant pools of energy. Tune into the areas of calm water. Notice how softly the light filters and flickers throughout these spaces. Illuminate the entire container of the body, light infiltrating the darker areas of the body. Your entire being radiating light, lightness, becoming clear and transparent. Begin focusing attention on the fingers of both hands, sensing texture within the fingers of each hand as they dissolve into formless vibration. All fingers pulsing softly with warmth and sensation. Expanding through the webbing between the fingers. Feel warmth penetrating in between the bones of the hands. Now allow all sensation to drip in between the bones of the hands and into the palms, radiating light and a joyful texture. Follow this light into the forearms, the belly of the forearms sinking heavily away from the bones of the arm, resting in vibration, pulling out beyond the edges of awareness. Feel light, warmth, and softness collecting into the elbow joints, surrendering at the point and the pit of each elbow, breathing expansion to the spaces between them. Invite the sensation of openness into the upper arms. Lubricate the space between the muscle and the bone with light, ease, and breath. Let the muscle simply float away from the bones of the arms. Begin to illuminate the shoulder girdle with warm, radiant breath. The armpits dissolving into light and texture, and spreading into and across the collarbones. All of the bones and tissues of the shoulder girdle beaming with light, lightness, and clarity. The shoulder blades become an extra pair of lungs, expanding and contracting with breath. The entire area within the shoulders vibrating with texture and sensation. Breathing into the chest muscles as the collarbones effortlessly rise towards the chin. Fill the space of the chest cavity with joyful illumination, swirling textures of light beaming through the open slats of the rib cage. Breathe in light and buoyancy that spreads gently across the abdomen and into the sides of the waist. Let the muscles of the belly rest deeply along the spine. The hips drop firmly into the surface beneath you, buttocks sagging heavily towards the earth. Bring this sense of release and surrender into the groin, relaxing any holding, softening into warm light. This deep, comforting sensation extends into the thighs, warmth melting the gripping of the muscles from the bones as the front and back thigh muscles drip slowly towards the floor. Focus on the space within the knees, glowing with soft light and fluid sensation. Allow the kneecaps to hover gently above this orb of sensation. Release the shin bone into the muscles of the lower leg. The calves become heavy and saturated with soft, radiant vibration as they cushion the shin. Move spacious ease into the ankles. Visualize a light bulb flickering on at the very center of the ankle and warming the glowing space within the ankle. Let this melt any tension into the heels of the feet and out onto the surface of the floor as the heels open and float in space. Bring a gentle awareness to the soles of the feet. Sense a shimmer of breath moving in and out of the soles of the feet. Allow this radiant shimmer to flow between the bones of the feet. Feel this warm, glistening light wrapping around the toes of each foot. Light beaming from the tips of the toes and into the space surrounding your body. Now move that beam of light back in through the feet, trailing a line of light and sensation up the back of both legs, into the sacrum, gently climbing disc by disc through the spine and connecting at the base of the skull. Release any holding or gripping within the neck. Subtle vibrations of light unraveling the muscles from the cervical spine, sending a cushion of breath between the discs of the spine. Disarm any tension from the structural muscles along the sides and front of the neck. Breathe into the hollow space of the throat. Allow the inner walls of the throat to dissolve and expand. Disengage the root of the tongue at the back of the throat. Release any holding with a gentle swallow to allow the tongue to lay flat and loose at the bottom of the mouth. Notice the spacious orb of warmth within the mouth. Sense any fluid texture swirling within the roof of the mouth. Bring focus and sensation to the gums, the teeth, the spaces between the teeth. Feel the inner walls of the cheeks dissolving into the warmth within the mouth. Soften into your lower lip, your upper lip, and then the space between the lips. Sense these soft vibrations moving into the hollow space within your nostrils, permeating the nasal cavities and into the forehead. Imagine the muscles within the forehead as warm putty, slowly and heavily spreading across the skull, melting any tensions along the brow as this warmth spreads into the temples. Sensation circling from the temples and into the cheekbones, then pouring into the eye sockets. Feel the vibrating spheres within each socket, floating in sparkling pools of cool blue water. Allow this cooling sensation to travel into the optical nerves of each eye, lighting a surging trail of replenishing energy along the optical nerves and into the brain. Both sides of the brain illuminated with radiant sensation, gentle expansion, and pulsing, colorful vibration. Feel this cloud of sensation drifting into the inner ears, the inner edges of the ear canals dissolving and expanding. Sense the vast and vibrant field between the ears. Allow sensation to engulf the outer ears. Sense the movement of air through the folds and the curves of the outer architecture of the ears. The outer ear vibrating with warmth that drips off of the earlobes. Sense the entire periphery of the skull. Feel the plates of the skull separating and expanding. The crown of the head softly opening. Illuminate the space within the skull. Let this light filter through the neck and into the torso, pouring into the arms and legs. The entire body radiating light, sensation, softness, and ease. Breathe into the sensation of your body floating, resting in full awareness for a few more moments. Begin bringing awareness back to your body and your environment. Deepen your inhale. Lengthen your exhale. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Move slowly as you begin to transition to a more wakeful state, or simply turn off the audio if you're preparing for sleep. In releasing tension from our bodies, we release a measure of tension from the entire world. I thank you for your practice and your part in making this world a lighter and brighter space. Namaste.